What up, what up, what up? How we doing tonight? This is Jim. Well, start over. Welcome in this 41st episode of the Slim&Bird podcast. I'm your host, Slim.
I'm I'm Bird.
How
Welcome
y'all
in.
doing today?
Uh, right now, I'm keeping up with the Masters. I don't know. We got some golfers out there. Holler at us and let us know in the comments. Um, Roy McIlroy had a chance. He was one up going on into the 18th. This back nine has been brutal to him. The back nine, he was up. He got up to 14 under. Okay, going into the back nine, he pars number 10. Or no, I can't remember what he did on the 10. But he goes, bogey on number 11. Okay, pars number 12.
Yep.
Double bogeys the par 5, 13. But here's the weird thing. He tried to play it safe, and on his second shot, it hit the green, dude. I'm talking barely hit the green and rolled into the little creek. And, that was kind of crazy. And so he lost, and then he bogeyed the next hole. So he bogeyed. He got down to 10 under and got back up to 11. And Justin Rose, he was hot all day today. On his 18 today, he led the first round.
But Rory had only a 5-foot putt daggone par.
It was probably right around 5, 6.
Yeah, you know what I'm
But
saying?
you're looking on greens, and you think about the nerves that are with that.
Well, that's that butt putter up. That's to win the Masters.
They say you drive for show, putt for dough, right?
Yeah.
He's in the playoff right now, so I'm watching it still. But we're going to go ahead with our podcast. We were both upstairs, and we barely got on in time, live, actually.
Yeah.
If you look at it, we're probably almost 7:01 before we really went on. We're sorry for that inconvenience, but we were watching the Masters, and he missed that shot. We were going to come down, with 10 minutes or so, 15 minutes ago? Well, he missed the damn shot, and then they're taking up forever. Justin Rose is over on the practice tee. Practice.
When I saw him showing him warming up, I was like, Justin Rose, there's going to be a playoff.
They say that if he wins, I think they said he's the oldest to win it, I believe, maybe. And talking about the Masters, we know we got some golfers in here just like we are. Well, he hasn't played in years, but the boys are getting back in shape, so hopefully we can play, and hopefully I can put some weight on my leg, enough to work first, and then I'll be able to try some golf. I'm having a setback. I've got to go back.
Yeah.
My doctor is trying to figure out what's going on, and so having some little issues, but this is a setback. God's got me back. I'll get back up and running. It might just take longer because I'm a little bit older now. So the right leg,
a little bit, but you'll get back there
this
sooner or
leg's
later.
not healing. The left leg healed so good. The right leg's not doing so well. But it is what it is. And in golf, you got to use your back leg. And yeah, I'm sitting down to be able to move my shoulders like this.
Ain't a matter of the back leg for me. It's a matter of the back.
Yeah, well, yeah, but what I'm saying is when I was on top of my game not too long ago, not on top of my game, but a lot better than I used to be. Shooting a lot of better scores. Now I haven't swung a golf club in over a year probably, or right at a year probably. It's kind of scary. Like I said, I got to get back to work before I can golf, but I can't put weight on it to do that too long. So please keep me in y'all's prayers that my doctor of physical therapy figure something out and get me out of pain. I'd appreciate y'all's prayers, definitely. Anybody listening, I don't know if we have anybody on here. I don't think
we got 3. But
we got 3?
So say hi if you're in.
Yeah, let us know if you're in here. We don't
let us know if you can hear us. Working out right.
We got to figure out if, nobody's in here. So, but like I said.
But we like talking to ourselves anyway.
So.
We talk to ourselves anyway, so it don't matter.
Yeah, we do. But, I can't wait till this guy can get out and play golf again. Now, I'm hopeful that I'm going to be able to play golf.
Hey, there we go.
Hey, baby, how you doing?
At least we know where we're going.
Yeah, at least we know we got going, and she just ain't here to do the basement door or basement floor.
Yeah.
So they're on the 18th hole. They both teed off, so we'll see how it goes from here.
Give them play-by-play.
Huh?
Give them play-by-play.
They're teed off.
So
we'll see what they are. As far as this is the first playoff hole. It might not go any more than that. Who knows? It could. Yeah, they're interviewing Bryson. I think that's who this is. And he, I know Bryson's with, Bryson. That's who they're talking to. And he messed up today. I seen him. He was in Roy's. They were in there with. What's up, Amos?
What's up, Amos?
Amos. I like that one better than Amos, I guess. I don't know. Amos.
Amos.
But no, while we're sitting here watching the Masters and see who wins and all, I do want to give a shout out to Florida for winning the national championship.
Yeah. It's a good game.
It was a hell of a game, man. That was a hell of a game. Your boy closed out, and your boy was ready to shoot.
Yeah.
And he didn't know where to go in because it was going to be smacked in his face. So he just basically drops the ball, and that's it in the game. That's a sucky way to go. That's a sucky way to go out, dude. That is a sucky way to go out. I ain't going to lie. Because, I don't know. I can't remember if he was a senior or not. But still, you jump up to shoot, and you're trying to win the game. There's seconds left. And you got to do something. At least throw it off of him or something. You got to think of something else. You just can't drop the ball. You got to be like, dude, off your leg. You got another chance.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe that's me thinking. And in the moment, you know what I mean? He's thinking he's going to shoot the ball.
Get blocked, get fouled.
Yeah, take a chance, But he drops the ball.
Yeah.
And he couldn't touch it. So he was just standing by it, like, trying to block it. Warner was like, look, we got this. Their big man jumped on it like, look, we got this. And it ran out. I mean, that was a hell of a championship game. It was. Yeah. Shout out to Florida. Houston was at home. So, that was it was Houston. They had more to lose, I think, because it was in their hometown. You know what I'm saying?
I can't believe
actually, it wasn't in their hometown. It wasn't in Houston. It was in San Antonio, right?
I mean,
it's Texas. Yeah, you might as well say home. Yeah. That'd be like Texas playing there, Texas Tech, Texas A&M. Any of them, you're going to have, enough support. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to all the teams. Shout out to Louisville for a good year. Shout out to Kentucky for a good year.
Yep.
Better than the fans really thought that it was going to be in college basketball because, when Cal left Kentucky, he didn't leave nothing. They all either went with him or went somewhere else. So then Louisville was in the same situation. Kenny Payne didn't leave nothing. Because I seen where your one boy, Scott Clark, plays for UCLA. He did decent in the tournament. I didn't think he was that good of a player when he was at Louisville or Illinois. I didn't think he was
just different systems. People thrive.
And you're right. Different systems, different people strive. So I mean, like I said, there was a lot of teams that had a lot of good years in college basketball where there was a lot of coaching changes, and that happens right now. And the transfer portal, because you look, your boy left Texas A&M to go to Villanova. Okay, Buzz Williams, he's been around for years. Yep. He was the coach of Marquette, for y'all that don't remember, when Dwayne Wade had a triple-double against Kentucky.
And I think he's at Nova now.
Huh?
Right.
Yeah, he left Texas A&M to go to Villanova. But he was at Virginia Tech for a while, too, I'm pretty sure.
He was at,
I'm pretty sure
I don't think it was the Hokies.
I'm pretty sure it was. Because when he left, that's how y'all got your boy, Montrez. He was going to go there, and Buzz Williams left, and that's how y'all ended up with him.
Yeah.
What up?
What up?
So, no.
And also, you need to realize that, dude, something else. I'm going to give a little shout out. Yeah, little Amy Jones right there. Me and her have our own lawn care business going on now.
Here in the city of Louisville, where we live at.
Yep.
So if you're looking to get your grass cut,
There you go.
There you
Shoot
go.
me your
What's the name?
AJ's Landscaping.
AJ's Landscaping. Okay. I might have to check them out and have my landscape. Actually, AJ's helped me with my landscaping when I first moved in.
She told me that.
I might need some more help, sis, and so I might be calling on assistance here soon. You know, might have to get an estimate. Come check them out. They're here in Louisville. Give them a call. I don't know their numbers right off bat, but we'll figure it out, and we'll have something next week for you. You know, like I said, it's getting that time of year to grass cut. So if you need somebody to take care of your grass here in Louisville, two great people. Slim, I give him a lot of shit, but yeah, he's great dude. And AJ, our sister, she's you know, we've all known each other for 40 plus years.
She's the beast from the east.
You're gonna get good service. She's pretty dang good about what she does, and she's got a pretty good helper right here.
Yep.
You know, they're pretty good about what they do. So check them out. And
Patty's birthday. That's right. Slim and AJ's got you.
It's coming up next
Friday.
Next Sunday. That day is Patty's birthday.
Well, I guess they're celebrating it. Yes, it was our first day out mowing and everything. We did whip smash.
So, but you know, hold on here.
Shots in the air.
Right
and he puts it on the green.
And then I think McElroy already shot too. Here's McElroy's.
Probably went.
Sorry, I was talking and missed it. Oh, he's a little bit outside. Oh no, maybe not. Oh wow, check that out, Slim. Oh, the other one just rolled off the camera. It's right over here.
Yeah, I was about to say, so, McElroy's right there.
Got 2 putts. One.
That's about the putt McElroy had to win it.
On the same hole, so we'll see. We'll see how he does. Like I said, we're ready to wrap up college basketball unless we hear any other news. Like I said, Kentucky signed some guys. Man, we've signed some great guys coming in. You know,
we got a hell of a front court coming.
Oh man, we got some guys coming in. We just got
they all sharpshooters. You know, as many threes as we put up last year.
We just got a foreigner too. He's 6'11". All right, so
we got a dude from Germany, dude.
I seen that.
Yeah.
Our guys from.
Yep.
I think our guys from Germany too.
And Pryor's coming back. Pryor and Hadley. They've already said they're coming back.
They're both coming back.
Yep.
So we got Garrison. I'm not sure about Owe yet. I think he's going to test the draft orders and then come back probably. He said if he comes back, it's to Kentucky. Is from what I've heard. If he does.
Well, you know, if he puts his name in, no offense. I mean, you hope that's right. You hope
somebody's getting in his ear with the right information.
Be like, man, here, we'll throw you $3 million, $4 million, $5 million to come here. You know, money jocks, bullshit.
Look what Bob volunteered spring practice. The quarterback for Tennessee decides he's bigger than the team. Basically, like the coach said, no player is bigger than the team. He didn't go to spring practices. He was holding out a practice. So this is college. Now, I can understand when you're getting paid and everything in the pros. Why you still holding out? I don't know. Either way. But with the NFL, they have a union and all that. So I totally understand all that. The NCAA players don't have this. Yeah. So
they're just going to hold out.
It's got out of control with these players. Yeah. Because the one with Florida, remember, he said he was supposed to sign 13-something. He sued Florida for like 13-something million. I don't know. I think it's still going through the system. I haven't heard nothing about it lately. Now this guy, he wants to hold out of practice because he's not getting his $2.1 million when he wants it. Now guess what? Tennessee said bye. So this guy, I mean, look, he could be up there. You know, he could really be up there and go to a decent team if he really wanted to, but who would want somebody like that? If you're going to hold out of practice, that's a baby. Yeah. I'm sorry. You're in college, son. Now, if you have an NFL union behind it, guess what? You're good. But when you have, well, not necessarily, because if you look at
Oh,
with
DeChambeau's
Pittsburgh.
punt.
Le'Veon Bell, he left.
Rose
He
is
wanted
punt.
so
No, I
much.
don't know why I said DeChambeau. Rose. Get in the hole.
He missed it. He
Ah,
missed it.
his butt
So
puckered
about
up.
3 foot pass. We'll see how it goes now.
That's all right. Rory missed too. I
Is he
bet
gonna go
Rory
ahead and
puts it
put it
in.
in, or is
I
Roy gonna
bet
put
after
it
missing that on 18 to win, I bet he's mid.
in? He's drained this one.
I bet he's middle cup.
Yeah, he wanted to see where it was going because he's not the same, but it's close. He's going him and finish it out, which that's the proper thing to do. Just in case he hits it, he wins the major. Give it to him, Now if he misses,
If he misses, it's going to be one of them little tap backs,
Exactly. Well, you hope. These greens are fast, man. Probably faster than any greens we've ever played on. I played on Valhalla greens, and they were probably the fastest. Them and Heritage Hill. Heritage Hill.
It's just like, hey, the greens right there, just like my. They're just like my pool tables I play on. You get a brand new Samoa cloth on there you're playing, it's going to roll 1,000,000 times faster as the
There it is for the win. There it is.
For the win.
And this will be the career Grand Slam.
For the Masters win.
No, this is a career Grand Slam, too.
Get in the hole.
All right.
Roy did it.
Roy won it. He's got the career Grand Slam.
Congratulations. Rory McIlroy wins.
So he's crying now because he missed the same putt, and then he had to stretch it out one more hole. You know what I mean? So he's a little.
Yep.
Hey, congratulations to Roy, and congratulations to Justin Rose.
Yeah, he played. Dude.
Older fella. I remember when he first came out. He's about Tiger's age, which is our age.
They said he was going to be the one that.
Sergio's around our age too.
You had Sergio. You had all them people, Justin Rose, all of them, that they thought was really going to be something like Tiger and all that, but then they faded off,
Well, they really haven't. Over on the European tour, they do pretty good. Now, Roy stays over here.
He went and got his
Sergio went and played on the other tour for a while. So
I like Sergio. Jordan Spieth, he finished at 6 under or something like that.
Today? I don't think he did at the Masters.
He was
There's a young guy, Connor. I can't remember his first name.
Jordan Spieth, he was the one. We didn't know. What was our other one from Kentucky?
That's Justin Thomas you're thinking about there, sir.
No, that's what I'm talking about. Justin Thomas and Jordan Spieth.
Yeah.
So, Justin.
Phil Mickelson didn't make the...
no, he didn't even make the cut.
No, neither did Adam Scott.
They talked about all the them guys making the cut and all that.
There was a bunch of them that didn't make the cut.
I'm sorry. Jordan Spieth finished tied for 14th, -3.
-3. Okay, what about Justin Thomas?
He didn't even make it.
I don't think he made the cut.
He didn't make the cut.
Or was he even in it? Like I said,
I don't think he was in it.
I don't know if he got an invitation this year because
he wasn't in it.
So he didn't get an invitation this year, but I'm sure he was there because his friends are in it. Why wouldn't you go watch it, right?
Yeah.
It's a championship. It's a major. Hell, he's lucky enough that he gets to play. He's been able to play in it a few times.
Yeah, Sergio, man, he shot 72, 76. Mickelson shot 75, 74.
Yeah, he was 5 over.
Koepka, he shoots 74, 75.
5 over, wasn't it? There was a few of them that were like 5 over.
Yeah.
Adam Scott.
Freddie Couples, first day shot a 71, but then come back second day shot a 77, didn't make the cut.
But as old as he is, but he's got the
lifetime. 71, dude. No offense, at his age of 71.
It's probably his age.
Shit.
He's shooting his age. I hope I can do that one day. When I get to the 70s, I hope I can shoot my age, right? That's
dude, if you look at those, Bubba Watson ended up finishing -3 too.
Yeah, he was playing today. I see.
Sandy Sheffield -5.
Jason Day.
Jason Day -5. Your Connor that you're talking about, the Canadian -5.
He was up at like 8 under.
Yeah.
And what about a Burr? A Burr? It's a Burr.
Oh, the Bird.
Yeah, he's got the little thing
6 under. Finished 7th.
Yeah, he was doing pretty good. He's a young guy.
The Shambo and that Japan dude, SM, yeah, SIM.
Yeah.
They finished a -7.
Okay.
Scotty Scheffler at 8. Reed at third at 9, and then we know Rose and McIlroy, which are both from the same country. That was
yeah. They're from over Europe.
Yeah.
But congratulations to both of them. Like I said, and congratulations to Florida. I know we stepped away for a minute, we got distracted, but Florida had a hell of a season, man. It was kind of a damn good season for them. Congratulations on winning your third title. They tell y'all now, right, with titles? Because we got 4 since we've been three since we've been in high school, 4 since I've been alive. So, but beside the point, did you see where? And we were talking about your player. While I'm thinking of it, your boy Tyler Shook, right? Yeah. Ain't that who he is? I have seen where they're saying that he's the number 3 quarterback right now.
I'm telling you.
So Braun has helped him, I'm sure.
I mean, that was that weak quarterback that you said was weak.
No, it was the Plummer one that was real weak.
And he still ended up, almost making the squad.
At Purdue when he was up there.
Yeah. And he still almost made the squad. So,
almost don't count, though.
No.
But that Tyler Shook's going to do pretty good, it looks like. So,
I mean, hell, he ran a fast 40. I was like, damn, I didn't think he was that damn fast.
They're saying he's pretty good with it. Now, they're saying Sanders is dropping.
I know.
Sanders is dropping. And I don't know. Travis Henry ain't going to drop. And Travis Henry, here's the thing. Travis Henry should go number 1. And he shouldn't. Here's my thing with that. My Titans have it. Yes, we need a receiver.
Yeah.
But we need a defensive back, too. Is he going to play in the NFL both ways? But here's my thing. He shouldn't even work out the color. He has proven that man plays 100-something snaps a game, both ways, though. And that's not easy to do. And with his results from doing that, results on offense, one thing.
I'm telling you,
but the results to get on defense, after you got the results.
And he already says he wants to play both ways in the NFL.
Well, look, Deion did. Think about it. Deion did later in his career. You know what I'm saying? When he was with Dallas, he played at receiver for I think it was a whole season where he played. I don't think he played every game. I don't think he started every game. I can't remember, but he did play quite a bit at both positions. You know what I mean? Because he was in lockdown. Nobody wanted to throw to him. He'd pick it off and he was gone. I mean, he was, in my opinion, he was probably the first lockdown corner I can remember. You know what I mean? As far as you had Revis Island.
But
they would say that, nobody wanted to go towards him. Nobody wanted to go. Certain ones they didn't want to go towards, You definitely, like, back in the day, they didn't play up on the line as much as they do nowadays, I guess you would say. And you didn't throw the ball near Ronnie Lott because you're they would
get hurt.
You're going to end up on the injury list. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So,
But getting back to Shedeur Sanders and that, man, there's no way. I was a big Shedeur Sanders. I was. Loved him during the football. But, you can't take away what Cam Ward has accomplished. He, by far to me, is the most pro quarterback rated.
Yes. Now, out of him and Henry, who do you think the Titans should take?
Oh, you got to go. No offense. You have to go quarterback.
I just don't know. I think Travis Henry has more to offer. And that's why I say that.
Your quarterback, dude, is your Kentucky boy that, he's not what everyone thinks he is.
We might get a veteran in somewhere. You never know.
But on the other hand, dude, you got to look at stuff like this. Take Sanders because in the second round, you're going to have.
So you're saying take Sanders over Ward?
Not Sanders, Henry. You take your Henry for a two-way player, receiver, and defensive end. And then you can come around
He's an athlete.
in round 2, and that's, hello. Look at what might be here. The Ole Miss quarterback, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Dart?
Jason Dart. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be some good quarterbacks in that second round left. that are flying under the radar, like Tyler Shook and all that stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
I think he might be a first rounder the way they're
but
talking.
the way they're talking, I'm realistically saying second round, but they're saying that he's jumped himself into the first round talks.
The way, from what I've been reading and seeing, like on ESPN, yeah, they're saying he's the third quarterback behind Sanders and Ward. But they said there was somebody else up in there too.
There's just massive. This is a good quarterback draft, though.
But, I don't know. I don't know if I really want to say that. It is quarterback strong.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But I think a lot of teams look for defense nowadays. You know,
well, it's going to be.
And I wouldn't be surprised if we don't go with the defensive player. Now that might be Henry, defensive corner. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like you said, we need a quarter. We need more than one area. But like you said, we take Henry, and then we get a quarterback.
ESPN right now. Oh, come here, they got Cam Ward first, Shedeur second, Dart third, like I said, and then Tyler Shook fourth. But I mean, dude, if you look at, you want to say this,
the way I heard it, Sanders was behind.
But you want to talk about this is not a quarterback-driven draft? I mean, dude, you look.
Dart's
he's Cam Ward, Shedeur, Dart. Tyler Shook, Milroe from Alabama, Howard from OSU.
Howard, I'll give you. But Milroe,
and I don't know you can't even forget Dillon from Oregon.
Yeah, but
McCord from Syracuse, he's a fucking gun arse. And the Indiana quarterback, Curtis Rourke.
Yeah, he did have
and Memphis' quarterback, he was a gunslinger too, Seth Higgins. That's the top 12, top 11 quarterbacks. That's you're going to see a lot of them picked up in the second, third, and fourth round.
That's why my Titans. That's why I say we take. Travis Hunter,
dude, you take Henry.
But can we play them while they're young? Because then we have our backup will be young.
Well, you know that Henry's coming in playing. He's going to be a starter.
He's going to start. But I'm saying quarterback. Not everybody can come in and start. Bo Nix did. He was ready. You know, so there's certain quarterbacks that have that. You know what I mean? Not all of them could come right in and play, man. Not everybody can come in and start. You know, and it's sad, but it is what it is. And some of them's going to be a bust. Believe it or not, they're good, but they're not NFL good. You know what I mean? And that's the hard part of the business. You know, I mean, you got good players. They're going to have to go play somewhere else in the CFL, the UFL. They're going to have to go somewhere, you know, to try to make it. You know, just like, you know, it's going to be an interesting draft. It really is. Yep. So we got that to look forward coming to up. We got the NBA draft coming up.
Yeah, but that's not for a while away.
That's in June.
Yeah.
April is NFL. So we're just a few weeks away from it. I think it's usually around the 28th or so. I can't remember exactly what it is this year.
I want to see. The.
Do you know what day the draft is?
Running backs.
So it's going to be a good draft, like I said. And then you got the NBA getting ready to start their playoffs next week, next Saturday, I think it is, or maybe it's next Sunday. They start their playoffs coming up. I'm going to bring anybody about the fucking Lakers. I'm sorry. I'm taking the field.
Yeah, but you can't.
Fuck the Lakers. I can't stand. That's why I don't like the NBA, though, is because of players like LeBron. He's not worth $52 million at 40 fucking years old. I'm sorry. He's not proven to me that. And yes, he's still producing at that age. Something wrong. He's still got his drive as he wants because he's a big dude. You know, he can get fouled a lot and all, but my thing is just because you played for 21 years doesn't mean you're to go.
Yeah, well, you know, he hurt his groin.
I understand, but he goes around telling everybody to go. Michael Jordan, everybody just says go. But, you know, can they beat Oklahoma City? I got Oklahoma City. It's either them
I mean,
Indiana might be in the mix.
I mean, the standings are already done, dude. You know, you got Oklahoma City in the West.
One seed.
Is the 1 seed. Houston's the 2. Lakers are the 3. Denver's the 4. Clippers.
And Denver just fired their coach, got 4 seed. Think about
Clippers are the 5th seed, and the Warriors got the 6th. Now you got the play-in games that is the 7, 8, 9, 10, which is Minnesota, Memphis, Sacramento, and Dallas. You know,
I see Memphis getting in.
Now you go to the East. You have the Cavs in first, Celtics second. You got the Knicks third, Pacers fourth, Bucks fifth, and the Pistons got the 6th seed.
You know, Pistons might make some noise in the playoffs.
Now the play-in
they're young. They're young as fuck, though. The Pistons, they might make some noise, but they're young as hell. 7, 8, 9, 10.
They got that Cade Cunningham dude.
Yes, they do. He's been there, 3 years, probably? Yeah. 2 years?
But Orlando finished 7th. The Hawks finished
they're a young team, Orlando. The Magic is a young team.
The Bulls, again, have retooled, dude. They're in a nice spot, dude. And then you got the Miami Heat. You notice I didn't say the team that just laid a complete egg this year, the 76ers.
Oh, they have? With all that talent?
Yeah. With all the money that they got, dude, you know what I'm saying? On there. And
George
got
is
a lot
hurt.
Of people hurt.
George is,
so
Joel Embiid's hurt. You know, they got so many people hurt right now that it's pitiful, man. It's
yeah. Well, I mean, I'm telling you,
but they have so much
money. The way
money.
it is, it looks like it's from the play-in side on the West is the Kings playing the Mavs.
And that's when is that?
Yeah. And then you got the Timberwolves playing the Memphis Grizzlies.
Okay.
That's going to be a great game. Playing. But then, hell, that goes for...
so Minnesota, you're telling me, is the 10th seed?
Huh?
Is Minnesota the 10th seed?
No, Dallas.
Dallas. Where's Minnesota?
The 7th seed.
Okay, I was going to say, you know...
So, I mean, dude, the Cavs are waiting for... OKC is waiting for anybody over there to play in. And then the Cavs are waiting for the matchup too. So, yeah. I mean, but he also already got a Denver. The Nuggets are playing in.
Look over here. I know you can't read, blind man.
I am blind, dude.
Give it here. So, who we looking for?
No, I just know once I see the fucking list. I need to.
You're looking at the Eastern, right? Or Western? You're looking at the Western. Okay.
So.
This guy.
Yeah, they're playing the Clippers. The Nuggets are playing the Clippers. The Lakers are playing Golden State.
Let's go Golden State.
You know? So.
And OKC gets a bye, right?
Well, you know that whoever
OKC and Phoenix ain't in it. Damn.
Yeah, they're not in it. Well, you know whoever wins that play-in game, each one of them, both are going to the playoffs.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because, the AC goes to the Rockets. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you come over here to the other side. Cavs get the first one. You know, whoever wins that matchup. Then it's the Pacers versus the Bucks. And then the Knicks versus the Pistons. Now, that's going to be a
classic.
Great battle there.
There's been some good games over the years. Ewing and John Sally and Bill Embiid. Some of y'all are probably too young to remember that.
I mean, if you be honest, this is the only time that I really get interested in NBA basketball.
I do too, and the reason is
because they only play now.
Yes, they play so many games.
Yeah.
That's just like baseball. Baseball, we haven't touched on yet, but they have 162 games, okay? Or 180, whatever it is. They're at 15 games. So we really, I don't want to really discuss a lot until we at least get in the second half of it.
Because anybody can start off.
You know, we can keep up with it, but we're not going to get detailed into it just because we're not big. 162
82 games is the NBA plays.
Yes, as I'm saying.
82 games.
It's just so many games, you know, to try to keep track of. Yes, we keep up with ESPN and all, but the reason I don't like the NBA, I ain't gonna lie. There's a lot of
bias in there too, man.
It's bias. You can't get this close to LeBron James or he thinks you foul him. You know what I'm saying?
Or he gets mad at J.R. Smith for talking about his son. You know what I'm saying? And then going to cry on national TV about it and after a game.
He's a billionaire.
Yeah.
Here's my thing. ESPN made his career. I'm sorry. Yes, he is good. Don't get me wrong. LeBron James is a good ball player. He has been.
Yep.
He's not the GOAT, in my opinion. That's my opinion. Okay?
Yep.
Because Michael Jordan was
I would give Kobe the vote. I would give Kobe the vote over LeBron.
Oh yes, definitely. Yeah. Kobe, he's not even like you said. Kobe's better than him. You know, and I know this is gonna sound crazy, but I'm gonna say it like this: in Michael Jordan's era, there was a lot of fucking Hall of Famers. Okay, a lot. You had Isaiah Thomas at the end of the career for Bird.
Yeah.
You know, Magic. There was a lot of them going down at that time, okay? But you still had Patrick Ewing, John Starks, Karl Malone, Hall of Famers, okay?
I mean, that's when basketball was great to watch all the time.
Nobody ate in his era. For 6 years, that motherfucker, nobody ate. This is back 7 because he took baseball one time. Nobody ate in that era. LeBron James, in his era, Steph Curry's got 4.
Yeah.
4. So how are you going to tell me you're better than Michael Jordan when Steph Curry's better than you? In my opinion, that's just my opinion.
The game has just changed so much, dude. You know what I'm saying?
But it was a lot more physical back when Michael did.
I can tell you,
they closed down motherfuckers.
That's the only argument that I have with all the LeBron James people. Yes, I give LeBron props. How many years he's played, the numbers that he put up, what he does. Yes, I'll give him all the props. But you're in a powder puff NBA world. You would not be putting them damn numbers up if you was playing back when Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, Bill Lambert.
Bill Lambert would have closed on your ass.
I mean, yeah. Look,
John Sally would have.
John Sally would have dang on clothesline.
Barkley was no.
Oh man, Barkley,
and you ain't going to go in there and do that shit on Shaq.
Malone, what do you think Malone would have did to him?
You ain't gonna do that shit on Shaq in his prime. I'm sorry.
Oh, Shaq, dude.
In his prime, you wasn't gonna drive in there.
Shaq would have chokeslammed his ass, dude.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Patrick Ewing.
Come running down that lane and see what happens.
Patrick Ewing had a big chicken wings going.
Yeah. Olajuwon, Keem Olajuwon would just be doing this to you.
Mutombo. You're thinking Mutombo.
Yeah, Mutombo.
Mutombo did that shit.
Yeah.
You know, you had Alonzo Mourning back in the day. You know, you had some rough motherfuckers. You watched the Knicks. The
bad boys, the Pistons, bad boy days.
Well, they clothesline people.
Yeah.
You know, they love to fight. But then you look back at the Knicks and the Indian Pacers, just like they had for each other with Reggie Miller talking with Spike Lee, you know, they were Hall of Famers. They were celebrating to beat each other who were Hall of Famers to get to Michael Jordan and then fall short.
Yeah.
You know, so they come in second. But they had the bragging right of, look, at least Michael didn't beat me. The other one was like, you go ahead and take that loss. Yeah. You know, nobody in his era could stop him. You know,
and let's talk about defense too. I mean, how many defenses?
Here's the thing: LeBron, you know how many first overall picks he's played with? Davis, Kyrie Irving. He's played with a bunch of them. You know how many Jordan played with?
But I understand that. You know, Jordan was
so
out.
Here's the thing: you didn't have free agency as much back then.
If there wasn't Scottie Pippen,
he made Scottie Pippen better though.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm just saying.
Because Scottie Pippen went to what was it? What was
Portland.
It?
Portland, I thought.
No, college.
No, I'm just talking about it. He played for the Bulls and Portland, I believe.
I don't think that was like at the end of his career.
At the end of the career, yeah.
But there's another one. Clyde Drexler.
Clyde the Glide.
Sabonis. Who was up there? What was his name?
And now his son's a badass in Sacramento.
He ain't near as big. he ain't near as big as Big Boy.
No, his dad was a beast.
His daddy was a big
His dad didn't care
he
either,
was
dude.
pretty much, his dad was probably one of the first overseas guys. Besides the Tumbo.
His dad was a mean motherfucker, too.
Oh, yeah, he was. And like I said, and that's the same with football. I'm sorry, Tom Brady is good. Don't get me wrong. He is the GOAT, okay? He's got the most rings. But I'm telling you right now, if he would have played in the 80s, he wouldn't have had 2 rings. Lawrence Taylor would have ringed his neck, dude. Lawrence Taylor, Deacon Jones, Too Tall Jones, Reggie White, Jermaine Trotter, rest in peace. I know he's passed away.
Hey, LT, dude. LT would have rang him up.
Kate, what was it?
Okoye, Christian Okoye.
Would have ran him over, but you had DT, Derek Thomas, in what's called Kansas City at the time. You know, when they had Okoye, they had Derek Thomas, who ended up dying at a young age. I just don't think certain people would have succeeded. Now, Peyton Manning probably would have, because he was just
smart, dude.
He was smart. He protected himself. And Tom was too, in a way. Yeah. But you got to think Tom was the 3rd string at fucking Michigan. Ernest Gerback played in front of him. Think about that. Yeah. Who played for the Chiefs for many years. He played for a few teams, I believe, but he started with the Chiefs.
But look at all the people that passed up on Brady, man.
Oh yeah, I agree, but he was a what, 7th round pick?
Yeah.
So you look at it that way. I just don't think he would have won as many championships in the 80s and 90s. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, the teams that Brady had, dude, were badass.
Well, he wouldn't have been in that position for the first one. He wouldn't have been in a position if it wasn't for a badass Drew Bledsoe.
Well, I mean, if Philadelphia would have gave the ball to Mark, what was that dude? Man, who was
Curtis
the running
Martin.
back then?
Curtis Martin.
Huh?
The Jets, Curtis Martin.
No, we're talking about Philly when they lost the Super Bowl, when they should have ran the ball instead of throwing it.
Westbrook. Was it Westbrook or LaShawn McCoy?
Oh, man.
No, when they ran it, you're thinking of Seattle. You're thinking of Marshall Lynch with Seattle.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Okay. Yeah, I had them totally mixed up there.
And the first one, remember, with Oakland, they had to go out and move the snow, and it was a tough rule.
Yeah.
That's when Vinatieri became famous. You know what I'm saying? He hit it, and then he hit a few of them. That's why he's one of the greatest ever to play the game. But that's just it was a whole different 10 years ago. No, I'm gonna say 20 years ago. The game was a whole difference.
Football has changed to pussy pad rules. Basketball has changed to pussy pad rules.
Football's not as bad as basketball. I'm sorry, but they protect the quarterback, and I understand why they do that, protecting their heads and everything. I totally understand that, and I'm for it, because you got guys that are walking around here don't know who they are because they played football for so long. And there's some of them like my brother. They told him, my oldest brother. He's a little, if you know him, you know what I'm talking about. He's a little off the wall. I love him to death, but from football, the helmets wasn't that big in the 80s when he played. Now, when we went through the 90s, they still wasn't the greatest, but they were better than they were in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? So now they have more technology nowadays.
Yeah.
But hell, when we played, think about how many, if you look back in your career playing sports, how many concussions did you have?
A lot. Quite a few. I guarantee.
And what was ever done about it?
Nothing.
Because
get your ass up and play. Get your ass up.
If I went up to my coach and said, "Coach, I'm feeling dizzy," he's going to be like, "Well, sit your ass on the bench. Somebody else going in, and I ain't going back in."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You didn't give up. Which
if you hurt your arm, rub a little
if you look back at it, it's stupid because we've taken some hits over our bodies, and that we're feeling the effects for these. I am nowadays. Your back don't feel the greatest from it. So it's just a matter of, your shoulders hurt, different things. It's just part of getting older and playing sports. It wasn't all from football. I mean, I played, basketball and baseball too. So, I got a little bit of all of it in there. soccer was just too much running for me. I went one time. That's it. We talked about that.
I played
in
a couple seasons. I just like to kick people in the legs.
Oh, you had to wear shins.
Against me, they had to. For sure. I'd miss that ball every time and kick.
Oh, you had to wear shin guards. Because if not,
that was my main goal. Who am I going to kick the shit out of today?
And that's probably why you didn't play long. And I'm sure you were like me. The running probably wasn't enough for you.
Yeah, dude. Once I figured the whole season of that, I was like, oh man, I ain't running that shit.
I'd rather have some potato chips than run that far shit.
Yeah.
I ain't playing around.
That's when Wayne Payne was the goalie.
Wayne Payne was the goalie? Could you imagine?
Wayne Payne with that hot, sweaty, all red-faced dude. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Ginger, baby.
He'd have his fucking white gloves on, dude.
Little Ginger with his little freckles. I can see it now in the pictures. I remember the pictures of the Raiders that he was on. He had the little freckles. We love you, JP.
Yep.
Wayne Payne, we love you, brother. But no, the sport is with soft nowadays. All sports. Hockey.
Yeah.
Hockey hasn't. Rugby really hasn't either. But I don't watch a lot of that.
Dude,
and soccer's
rugby is growing on me.
Soccer. It's always been what it is. It's not.
Hey, dude,
it's rough.
I'm gonna tell you what. I used to never could watch someone just run up and back, up and back, up and back. I really don't watch for that, dude, because I watch now. The crowds is awesome.
You play in different countries. They go nuts.
They're going nuts. Not just for the whole damn game.
Oh, yeah. They jumping up, yelling, and, in other countries, soccer is their football. And they're more wilder about the football than we are. Because they show up and, it's like an NFL game, but they're a lot wilder, it seems like, cheering-wise. Not wilder, but don't get me wrong. I've seen some videos where they do have some bad fans in there that fight against each other. Certain countries and stuff.
Yeah, they don't play around.
They take their shit serious. Some of their players have got killed for missing shots and shit. You think about your greats like Pele. You play for them countries and you do good. You're immortal, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he was a badass. He was royalty, man. Yeah, right. Like Pele, all of them, dude.
Yeah, like think about Messi.
Yeah, Lionel Messi, dude.
God knows how much
he's a god. This is what I really like about it. This man loves his wife because if he takes a picture with a female fan, you will never ever see him wrap his arm around her or be close. It's always he has to stand with her because he will not wrap his arms around another woman but his own wife.
That's the hell of a man.
Yeah.
That's a good man.
Yep. They talked about that on ESPN. I won't ever forget that.
And she could take about $1 billion, or he's over. I think he's probably or whatever he is. Think about it. Tiger Woods lost $500 million in his divorce. So imagine what some of these athletes out
probably
there
still has.
Now some of them
probably still has $500 million.
But some of them have played it smart or have made money. Like LeBron James has become a billionaire or something. They say that your boy Kevin Durant said he's very wealthy because of his business, and I think he got like Uber, one of them. He invested in one of them when they were new or whatever, and it fucking boomed up, millions, all that. You just got different ones. Thank you for the hearts. Not sure who's giving them, but we appreciate it. From there, I think we're good until the playoffs start. That's right. If we hear any more information between now and then, I haven't had a lot of hope.
Like definitely have the NBA playoffs in action.
We've had 5 players, I think it is, or 6, join our team. I was reading the other night when we just got somebody else. Hope's out there doing good things. So is Kelsey. Yep. I think we got a little bit more than y'all coming in right now. As far as number-wise players, I think we got like 4 or 5 of them. Y'all only got like 2 or 3, I think it is. But it's still early, so, the transfer, and there's going to be a lot of different people out there to transfer still that, and the thing I like about Kelsey and Pope is they get to go pick their ingredients. Yeah. As Bill Parcells would say, you want me to cook it.
They go pick what they want.
You let me get the ingredients. Hey, Claire, how you doing? welcome in.
Hey, Claire, how
Thank
you
you for
doing?
coming in.
Welcome in.
But no, so it was a good day in the Masters, though. It was
Yeah.
a good day. I'm
That was
tired.
some good
I'll
golf,
probably
man.
be in bed early tonight, brother. I had 4 of the nieces and nephews over. We didn't leave the house. We
That's
just
all right. You can go to
played
bed.
Fortnite
I'll
quite a
be on the
bit.
bike, and then I'll go to the gym
We played a
afterwards.
lot of Fortnite. We played. We watched a few movies. Freaky Friday. I've never heard of it
All
until
I
then.
know
It
is
was
Team
pretty cool.
Slim's rocking, brother.
Huh?
Team Slim's rocking.
Yeah, Team Slim. And like I said, if you're on there and you watch us, come check him out, man. It's doing good, Claire.
Claire.
Come check him out on his TikTok, man. This, like I said, I gave him props the last few weeks. I ain't gonna give him too many props. I want his head to still fit through the door when we're going upstairs to get out of my fucking house.
No.
But he knows I love him to death. Come check him out, man. Dude's been doing awesome.
Yep.
He's kicking ass. I don't know if y'all can notice on camera. I've seen it in person at least once a week, if
That's
not.
all right.
If I don't see him
Hashtag
twice.
Team Slim.
Hashtag Team Slim. Come check him out. That's his name on there, Team Slim. He changed it.
That's exactly right.
Don't use your real name.
Look for Team Slim. You'll find me.
When you're on certain social media, you don't need to use your real name.
And you know I don't play around. Team Slim. That's it, brother.
Yeah, I'm Team Bird. I don't play around. See? No, I'm just kidding. But no, thank you all for coming in. Thank you for your support.
Appreciate it.
And we'll keep you up to date with more. Next week we'll have more information as far as there's more in the transfer portal. There's more stuff going on. Football and college basketball.
They had that spring football game. Not spring, yeah. They had a football game yesterday.
Oh, did they? Okay. So I'm not sure when Kentucky spring is. I have to look that up.
Miller Boss looked real good.
Huh?
Miller Boss looked pretty good.
That's a quarterback coming in.
Yeah, he came from USC.
Okay.
Transferred in.
Now, was he the starter out there? I think he 1 year. I think he did 1 year and then left, right?
No, he was at USC a couple of years, I think.
Well, he was after Caleb Williams.
Yeah, he was under Caleb.
So he's only been in the NFL, 2 years now? Yeah. Caleb? So he's only been there 1 year to take care of it and then come here. Yeah. But I don't know if he was a starter last year, though.
He's a gunslinger. Yeah, he started for USC.
Oh, okay. I don't remember him starting. Yeah. But like I said, there's a lot of different things going on. Sports-wise, you got college basketball shutting down. We got the draft coming up. We got the NBA playoffs
starting about here. The draft and everything.
They start next week.
The playoffs will be in full swing by next week.
Yeah, the playoffs will be in full swing by next week. We'll be able to do some updates on that.
We'll have it all locked down with who's playing who and what we think.
Yeah, and I'm OKC in the West. I'm sorry, that's just me. I think I might go with. It depends on how healthy Boston is.
I'm Cavs all the way.
Depends on how healthy Boston is.
No matter how healthy they are.
Like the Pacers.
Cavs already took care of them.
Yeah, but I don't. But your boy Mitchell's coming off being hurt, right? I think he's hurt right now. He's supposed to be back for the playoffs.
Part about it, they beat a playoff team. They beat the Knicks without Donovan Mitchell.
Well, I mean, yeah, but who was the Knicks missing? You don't know that.
Everybody was playing.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they've been trying to move up.
Like I said, we'll have more information coming next week.
The Cavs are the real deal.
Okay. Well, we'll have to see. He's big on the Cavs nuts because of Donovan Mitchell.
No, I'm not big. Well, yeah, I'm going to watch the Cavs because of Donovan Mitchell. But you don't realize that every year the Cavs win total has just jumped and jumped and jumped. And they did it the right way. That's why I like the Cavs. The Cavs did it by drafting long term, and then they brought Donovan Mitchell in to a surrounding of nucleus people.
But he was at the Jazz for what, 5 or 6 years?
Yeah.
So you think about that. So, but we got to close it up here soon. We're getting close. So we'll have more information next week. Definitely. Thank you for coming and supporting us. We appreciate it.
Appreciate
y'all,
love
man.
The
support and everything. Give us a heart and like.
See you all next week.
Subscribe if you want. We appreciate it, and we will be back. We're coming up on what have we done there? We're coming up on a year and just over 10 episodes. Yep. 10 more weeks we got, and we're almost a year, so it's kind of crazy. So everybody have a safe week. make sure you treat everybody kind. You never know when that hey, how you doing?
And we need to give a shout out to Ratterman for winning
Oh,
the basketball
Joey.
pool.
Yes, Joey.
Joey
Yes.
won it.
Joey won it.
Oh.
Lucky mug. That's all right. So, speaking of,
that's
if
him
you
right
ever
there.
need
The
anybody
Rat Man.
funeral arrangements, go talk to him here in Louisville.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, but to end it on a good note, we thank you all. We love you. Team Slim, I love you. Be good.
We love everybody.
See y'all next week.
See y'all. Peace out.